Welcome to your daily focus for August the 3rd, 2017. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy that you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. Now, let's see what the energy is going to be for today. Look at this, the Six of Cups. Six of Cups now. This is usually going into the past, and Uranus goes retrograde today. Or stationary retrograde, at least. Is that a thing? Stationary retrograde, where it stops before it's, every planet is like a pendulum, right? So it swings out and it holds and then speeds up, slows down. So it's standing there and it's waiting to go backwards now. And here we are with the Six of Cups, which is about the past or going backwards. Now this is our passions, this is our joys, this is our dreams, this is loving us, this is embracing our inner power, this is embracing our inner strength, this is seeing where we can go forward. Maybe realizing some things where we've never given ourselves credit before. An understanding of what we actually gave to a situation or another person or to ourselves. Oh, look at this, the Queen of Cups. Smack dab in the middle, people. And I always believe that the Queen of Cups is telling us to embrace ourselves. Love ourselves. We cannot possibly imagine loving anybody or anything else until we love ourselves. And the more we love ourselves, the more we are confident in our empowerment, in our beauty, in our compassion, the more that we can extend that to another and grow them strong, grow them healthy, grow them wise, give them wisdom. And the Sun, wow, another strong day for us. These cards have been amazing this week, and the Sun is the I am. It's finding the balance. I always see the scales up there at the top, and I know it represents Libra, but right away I think the balance, the compromise that needs to happen in order for us to go forward. But we may not be compromising in relations as much as compromising, I think, here, especially with Uranus, it could be more where we are trying to find the balance in allowing ourselves to be truly who we are and meeting the status quo of what everybody else thinks we should be, of finding that balance, of finding that harmony, that we don't seem eccentric or off the wall because we're doing something different, or we're finding a passion or a love in something different than what they would imagine for our lives, and embracing it and celebrating it with us rather than trying to talk us out of it or sending us help. Or let's see what our wonderful angels have to say. So once again, the cards are asking us to look inside. Understand what brings us happiness, joy, balance. What brings value to our lives. This has been a very strong theme, and I mean the cards are on fire with this message these days. And don't worry, there'll be time to go forward. Uranus going in retrograde, very often, there is something in our life that we're passionate about or we love, and no matter what we've tried to do in order to go forward in that path, we've hit a dead end. We can't kickstart it. It won't manifest. It won't become tangible. And this is where we can go inward now and understand how to make that tangible in our life, how to grow our dreams, our passions, how to step into that person we want to become. So let's get an angel card here. Look at this, danger of loss, 37. So do we feel this fear, this anxiety, this restlessness? 3 plus 7 is 10. So that's a very strong number for us. It's the one, it's the I am, it's the sun. Now, danger of loss. Danger of loss is, trying to push through when we should be pulling back, when we should be taking a deep breath, when we should be praying, when we should be meditating, when we should be grounding ourselves, when we should be analyzing our lives and what it looks like now and what we want it to look like going forward. And taking the time to understand the path that we must walk or the perceptions we need to change or illuminate in our life, to allow a grander picture to come in. Remember, Pluto and Jupiter are going to be squaring, and that's very much about being the best you can be and going for it all, dreaming big, expecting the biggest and the best to happen in your life, and making the plans to manifest. It pushes us. So let's go back to the Six of Cups fast, okay? Because I think this is really about looking inwardly, understanding, embracing our inner child, what we love, what brings us passion, what we want to do, who we want to become. Maybe it's stature in the community, maybe it's a healthier version of ourselves, maybe it's a friendlier, more loving, more compassionate version of ourselves, maybe it's a more determined and successful and career-driven version of ourselves. And by looking inwardly and understanding what it's going to take in order to actually step into that, we can start to understand or look at our perceptions, our values, our truths, and see if they serve us. See if they allow us to bring in value into our life, and what perceptions need to be in our life, what values need to be in our life, what truths need to be in our life in order for us to go forward. We have the Queen of Cups, and it says, embrace you, love you. And love others, and show compassion. And be the humanitarian. And acknowledge your beauty, and your compassion, and your love, and your strength. And realize that you have gifts and abilities and talents that nobody else has. You have a combination that goes together so uniquely that makes it yours. Embrace yourself for the good things you do. And allow yourself to forgive yourself for the things where you might have failed or dropped the ball or messed up. Let it go. We can be so hard on ourselves and so forgiving to others. We need to be more forgiving to ourselves at times. And this is one of those periods. And then we have the sun. It's the I am. It's bringing in the balance and understanding. And yes, we may be looking towards ourselves and our vision of who we want to become, of what we want to manifest in our lives. And bringing it in balance with the status quo of our friends, our family, our neighbors, the world at large. Danger of loss, I think, is not being honest with yourself, not being truthful with yourself about really what would make you happy, joyful, what would eliminate stress, what would bring in peace of mind. And to take the time right now while the universe, source, God is allowing it, so that we can analyze it and understand what positive steps we can take in order to go forward with a strength, with an empowerment. So yeah, take it back. I just saw the burdens at the bottom there. I just put out a video. It's like 3 minutes. It's just breathe, relax, take it down a notch, center yourself, ground yourself. And then when you are in that place of harmony within yourself, think about what you want to create. Your new moon affirmations. What are you affirming about yourself? What is the mission statement? What is your mantra? They're all so important right now. Give it the time and energy it needs. Trust me, you will make changes within you during this Uranus retrograde, and you are probably not going to see the results of the changes until Uranus goes direct again. And I don't think that happens until the new year. I think it's a 5 month retrograde or something. So give it time. This is the beginning of the process. And some of it you'll come to know, but other things you'll be like, wow, I've really changed. Or somebody might say, wow, it's just not the same you anymore. I never expected that from you, but I love it about you. And that's because you took the time to process it internally before taking it to the external. Balance. It's all about balance. It's all about balance. We have the mighty moose. Moose hasn't been around in a while. And very short and to the point, balance, release, recalibrate, and dignity. I am only one, but still, I am one. I cannot do everything, but still, I can do something. And because I cannot do everything, I will not refuse to do the something that I can do. So, it may take courage, it may take strength. Moose tells you that it's time to realign your purpose. It's time to realign your purpose. Why didn't I come up with that with all these cards? Because that's exactly what it is. It's time to realign your purpose. There you go. That's how important. We just highlighted it with a cough. Pardon me. By looking within and noting what you are doing outwardly, you will begin to see where you need to recalibrate your life. Balance is key to enjoying your life, but many times it is lacking. You may feel you are on a teeter-totter. Sometimes your moods are up and sometimes your moods are down. Don't allow a brief moment of time to destroy your balance. Moose walks with dignity, and it's time for you to hold your head up high and stand tall. And isn't it a time to realize your true potential? Isn't it time to step into that? Isn't it time to recalibrate, to understand what old habits have to go, what old ways of doing or saying or believing? It's time to be replaced with a new perception, a new view, a larger and grander view of who you are, of what you already bring to the table, and, of course, what is about to come, which is absolutely the best. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.